So I'm working with a podcast agent,
Okay.
and for whatever reason, the past 2 months I haven't been booked. So I'm taking things into my own hands. I
All
have
right.
DM people I know and ask for referrals. Any other suggestion?
I would look at all the podcasts. I would just start building a list and reach out. Like referrals are great, but they're too slow.
Okay.
Depends. I mean, depends how ambitious you want to be on the podcast, right? Like when I do my Thursdays, I'm on after Movie Makers is pretty much all day long doing interviews. So if that's how ambitious you want to be, then you start doing outreach. You build your own list of podcasts, and there's so many podcasts. So there's tons of podcasts. You build your list of podcasts, and then you start reaching out, and then every week you follow up, and then every week you follow up. You know,
So I'm
Thursday becomes
confused.
follow-up day. What?
So I'm confused. So in your case, your agent gets you all the bookings, right?
Any tips for a pitch to send?
Your story. Like your story combined with whatever the angle of the show is about, right? So if you're pitching a health show, it's going to be different than if you're picking an entrepreneur show, right? Or a mindset show, or women in business show, right? It's going to be different depending on the kind of show that they have. Start the outreach. Like the goal should be every Thursday to send 1 to 200 different outreaches to people.
So Posh is ahead of me. I guess you know what I was going to ask. And Zan, I'm following up with him tomorrow, the agent, and setting the account. Yeah, I was thinking, what's the point? If he's not doing anything for 2 months, then what's the point of having him?
Yeah, for sure.
He's not earning his keep.
Yeah, and how many people are podcasting right now? Like the podcasting is explode. If you can't find
Because if you got to do the work, it's like, well, dude, what am I paying you for?
yeah, if you can't find you shows to be on in this environment, then it's going to be really hard. But what ends up happening with a lot of agents is they burn through their network quickly, and then they don't often do the work to go get new people that they don't know, right? So they have their list of shows that they've worked with before and the good relationships with and all that. But then they stop. Like, no, now I don't know who else to. I don't want to cold outreach to people.
But could you, in Posh's situation, since she's got so many other things, could she just have one agent that gets her bookings on everything? Whether it's seminars or speaking engagements or a podcast or, whatever, interviews.
Possibly. I mean, honestly, a lot of people end up just doing it themselves. Like, I've asked a lot of my friends, like, hey, who do you use to get this media exposure? It's like, oh, we do it internally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there's nobody who's...
Everyone can have a Steve or a Bo.
Nice.
Good job.
Look at that.
So she says, yes. I was guaranteed 5 shows booked per month. So we're 2 months behind, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're super patient, Posh. Super.
Probably time to move on.